Hi, I'm Lorenzo Ferrarini, an anthropologist at the University of Manchester, and I'm here in Corgo, in the north of Côte d'Ivoire, because thanks to a Leverhulme Trust Research Fellowship, I've had the most unique opportunity to discuss my book manuscript on the knowledge of Donso hunters in Burkina Faso with its protagonists. 15 years ago, I met them at the beginning of my doctoral fieldwork. They allowed me to join Donsoya, took me as an apprentice, and taught me a great deal of their knowledge. Now, because of the security situation in Burkina Faso, I cannot visit them anymore. So they have accepted to travel across the border and join me here in Côte d'Ivoire, as I'm in the process of writing a book based on my experiences and their teachings. Over the course of 10 days, I presented the contents of the book chapter by chapter, asked for their comments, and answered their questions. The process was sometimes linguistically very challenging, but also very useful to make sure that my use of theory was always anchored in local practices and ideas. Above all, these dialogues destabilized my position as author, or the one who has the final word on things. They also allowed them to make sure that I wasn't revealing any of the knowledge of Donsoya that is for initiates only. We also screened some of my films, looked at photographs together, and I was even interviewed on camera by one of them. In other words, they could understand how I represent them and have their say on those representations. In 1979, Denis Stedelijk wrote that anthropology starts out as fieldwork dialogues, but often ends up written into a monologue. The time we spend together here, talking about how we understand Donsoya and each other, will form the basis for returning those dialogues to the book I'm writing.